When did you first feel like a woman rather than a girl?
I would say when I started college my freshman year and I got to school and I kind of started becoming more independent and self-reliant. I've always been a pretty independent person, but college was the first time where I was kind of starting to become my own person, and I really started to realize the person God created me to be.
I became a parent at 19, and so I would say that was definitely a time where I realized like I had moved from being a child into being an adult. But that also coincided when I started college, so that's also a time where I think you kind of enter into that phase regardless of whether you have an unusual circumstance like I had or you're just an average college student.
One time that I felt especially like a woman was when I was defending my dissertation, and this is like the pinnacle of your PhD studies, and I was surrounded by the male committee members for my dissertation committee. I felt like a woman because I had accomplished something that I had set my mind to, and I was in this place a model for others.
What makes you feel like an empowered woman?
When I'm allowed to feel strong while also just looking amazing, like feeling like powerful and having, like in that case, the combat boots, which like makes me feel more powerful and more myself.
I think being good in my own skin and being able to do things that I love and be successful at those things.
I feel like an empowered woman, I would say like being surrounded by other women and being surrounded by other empowered women. I think that's the importance of like having women in like doing what they're passionate about, because it gives other people that power and empowerment to feel like they can also do that.
What message do you have for women who might be feeling inferior?
I would tell them not to underestimate themselves, not to underappreciate the gifts that God has given them, and don't give in to those voices that tell them to be afraid or that they won't amount to anything.
Find something that makes you feel strong.
Being around strong women is helpful because you see how they live their lives. You see how they enter into conversations. You see how they take leadership in a conversation or in a room that they're in.
Alice Walker says this, that the most common way people lose their power is by thinking they don't have power. And like even the fact that they may be thinking they feel inferior, you're not inferior, and like there's so much power within the female female body in just like taking ownership of your own body and taking ownership of your strengths.
What is your favorite thing about being a woman?
I love friendships with other women. They're just some of the most life-giving, joyful, supportive relationships in my life. I've just found that women are the most encouraging to me, sharing our lives together, supporting each other, being there for each other in times of need.
A lot of people think femininity is weak, but I think femininity is super, super strong and amazing and beautiful. To be caring and compassionate and loving on a different level than men, just because we experience emotions differently and personalities are different. So you have all of these warm feelings and personality traits over here with how you treat people, and then on the other side you have this mental and physical strength of just being a strong woman or a smart woman, and it's just those two collide and it's really beautiful.
And I do think that there's a kind of multi-layered emotional intelligence that a lot of women have, that they're able to see things kind of below the surface that at least not all men have, certainly some men do have, that I think is a gift, and that actually enriches organizations and enriches churches and schools and the places where women are in leadership and are able to serve.
You are strong.
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 You are strong. Don't let anyone tell you different.